this team? What have you seen so far in training camp where you're like, this could be special?
A lot of guys here early, getting work in prior to when training camp starts or when practice starts. So that's a good indicator for me that we can be very good.
Darvin just talked about the hunger from LeBron and AD. Do you see that day to day?
Yeah, they walk around here, like I said, they're in here early, setting the tone for us other guys, and you gotta have no choice but to follow their lead and get on board and get here early yourself and do what you gotta do for practice.
The Lakers' run to the Western Conference Finals last year started with that super competitive playing game against the Wolves. After playing in that game and seeing what they were like on the other side of the ball, did you think it was a group that had a run like that in them? And how do you feel like, having seen what they did, how you can fit in with them in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you got impact players such as LeBron and AD, anything is possible. You got to win 4 of them, and I think it played a big part. Just being able to be a part of a team with such high standards, it only brings up the people around them. So I felt that when we played against them, I feel it now. So it's definitely going to be on this side.
Taurean, you mentioned on Media Day the challenge of going up against LeBron and AD, but what's it been like to be on the same team as them and scrimmaging and just kind of finding your spots in the offense?
Man, I'm going into my 8th year, but still being a sponge, still trying to learn as much as I possibly can, detail-wise, details of the offense and the defense rotations. LeBron and AD have been obviously a tremendous help to that. So I just plan to continue to do what I do best and assert these guys as best as I can and help them out.
It was rather quickly after the start of free agency that the agreement was reached between you and the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
What made it, I guess, such a foregone conclusion for you? Like, what? I mean, I'm sure you would have had other options around the league had you waited to hear from other teams.
Yeah, I had a few other options, but I think it was obviously Coach Ham. We have a rapport together. He was with me my first 2 years in the NBA. Chris Jen, Coach Odd, Annabelle, who runs the show around here. Who else? There's a couple guys who were film guys who are now assistant coaches 6, 7 years later. So I came in and it felt like home right away, just as the people I've kept relationships with, and it just felt like home. So it wasn't really a hard decision. It was just about where I wanted to go. Yeah.
What's it been like seeing Darvin in a head coaching role now after being with him as an assistant for so long?
It's kind of, I wouldn't say awkward or weird, but it's kind of new for me. I haven't seen it on the day-to-day, especially being he was one of my assistant coaches coming into the league, and to see him in this position. One, I'm happy for him. 2, he's more than deserving and more than capable of doing the job. But to see him out there leading us, it only makes me more confident in what we do and what everybody else has to do to win games.
Have you and Darvin had any conversations about your role with this team, whether it's starting, rotation, how that goes?
No, I don't think there's any surprise or any questions that need to be asked as far as what my role would be. I think it's been the same since I've been in the NBA. As far as starting or not starting, that's up to the coaching staff. I'm just worried about what I do when I get on the field.
Taurean, you've guarded multiple different positions over the course of your career. Just wonder where you're most comfortable and like where you think on this team, whether guards, forwards, sliding up the bigs. Where do you feel like that's for you?
I'm comfortable in a lot of situations, and if I'm uncomfortable, I'll adapt and get comfortable as quick as possible. So it's just all about what coaches need from me, what expectations they have of me, so I can put them on myself and then go out there and execute. Thank y'all.
Thank you.